Advertisers are telling us the future is folding phones, with many influencers praising the technology. We're now also starting to see folding displays in laptops, but the truth is, you really shouldn't buy one without knowing the whole picture. Don't get me wrong, the technology is pretty cool. I mean, they can literally make a phone turn into a large tablet, or a small, more pocketable device. It's very futuristic and has several practical uses, but unless you have a disposable income, I think the majority of people should steer clear of these foldables, at least for now. I say this because they all have one common problem: the folding screen. The one aspect of the phone that makes it different is the major source of my disbelief in these products. Phones today are already too expensive and don't last long enough, but foldables seem to take that to the next level. Just look at eBay and the amount of broken foldable phones, most damaged in the same way, right across the crease where the screen bends. Some of these devices aren't even a year old. Having fixed a few of Samsung's flip models, I can say they're not more difficult to repair than a regular Samsung, but the cost of a folding screen can be hundreds of dollars more. This means a year-old device can be uneconomical to repair, so a multi-$1,000 phone can become totally worthless if it fails. This is the Huawei Mate X, and it might just be the worst foldable ever made. Unlike Samsung, its folding display is on the outside of the phone. While this gives it the appearance of a normal non-folding phone until expanded, it also exposes the fragile plastic screen. There isn't a way of sitting this phone down on a table in a closed position without it making contact with the display. And even in your pocket, metal rivets on your pants could possibly scratch or dent the plastic screen. With about 80% of this phone consisting of the display, not only would it not have a chance at surviving a drop, but you can't even put a case on it. So it's no surprise, this one doesn't work. It's not to say all of these foldable devices will fail rapidly, but the failure rate appears to be far greater to that than a normal device. Huawei does seem to have transitioned to Samsung's style of foldables, with their newer devices having the folding screen inside the device, resulting in it being more protected than the Mate X. But even if you're willing to accept the risk and want to take it to the manufacturer for repair, good luck. This Huawei Mate X isn't even listed as an option for repair, and entering the serial number directly, you can see it's found the device and says its warranty expired at the end of 2020. Yet the spare parts section just displays an error. Mr. Mobile broke his Motorola Razr 5G back display and glass. Motorola refused to repair the device, only offering a replacement, the cost amounting to almost the price of a new one. It wasn't until I helped him out in fixing it up that he could get his phone back up and running again. From what I've found, Samsung does seem to offer the best repair options for its foldables, but that doesn't make them any cheaper. You're looking at $820 for a Fold 4 and $525 for a Flip 4. So not only can you scratch the plastic screen with your fingernail, but if the screen wears out, you must front the high repair cost or fork out for a replacement device, making your old one nothing more than e-waste. It's easy to get swept up by the hype because they're different and innovative, but you have to consider the real cost. Things like how long it will last, and the cost of repair if it was to break or fail. And of course, the ultimate cost it causes for the environment. I'm sure we'll keep seeing new foldables and improvements to the technology, but will they ever be able to make a more durable version that lasts longer? Well, if history is anything to go by, things have been gradually lasting shorter periods of time, whether not building it to last or implementing other forms of planned obsolescence. So maybe the real question will be, will people accept a several $1,000 phone that breaks more often and requires replacement every year or two? And on that note, this has been a Hugh Jeffries video. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing and check out the playlist for tech that's not what it seems. And if you're looking for any used devices, be sure to check out my online store. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.